Alright guys, let's take a closer look here at Redhood. But first, we're going to take a look at the accessories he comes with. First of all, we have here a just your standard crowbar. Looks like it's got not too much detail on there, just pretty basic. Doesn't appear like there's any real paint on there. Maybe a little bit, but not crazy. It also comes with just your standard DC Multiverse stand, the little peg there so you can helps them stand up a little bit easier. And it also comes with this little card here. That's got a little promo shot of Redhood, which looks pretty dope. And a little read up there of Redhood, aka Jason Todd, or vice versa. If you'd like, you can read that there if you want to pause. And this is the Redhood from the Batman 3 Jokers comic book line, which I have not read yet, but seems to be pretty interesting. Taking a closer look here at Redhood himself, he does have a really, in my opinion, a really clean look. I really enjoy this very much. The jacket, the black leather jacket, it's just such a sweet looking look for him. He does have that hood in the back there that he's not using at the moment. Under the jacket, just kind of like your normal, I guess you'd call it like a Robin attire. You know, it's kind of what he usually has underneath his outfit, is like that Robin armor. Alright, so just kind of wanted to finish up here looking at the, kind of the look that Redhood's got going on. Sorry, my phone died as I was recording, so as I remember, I was talking about, kind of like his body armor that he's got here. We looked at his jacket, which is a very pliable material, which is great. I think that looks amazing. Really dig that. Looking down here at his belt, he's got a painted glossy belt on there that looks pretty clean. Not a whole lot of detail on there, but just enough detail. And then for his pants, he just kind of has pretty plain looking pants, nothing too out of the ordinary. Got some pretty clean looking knee pads there. Looking down at his boots, they got some sculpted, kind of cuts and dings on these like shin guards. On the back of that, there's some red paint they put on there, like the little stripe. So that's a little added aesthetics on there. I would have liked to seen more red paint around the figure. I think that would have been a nice little touch, even just small things. And then his actual boots here at the bottom. Just kind of your standard combat boots. They do have like this little like strap that go over it, so it looks pretty cool. And then the soles, not much grip going on there, but just around the edges. The bottom, very bottom, is really plain. So let's see what else here. His arms, they're just part of the jacket, so they're fairly simple. Not much going on there. I do notice that it's kind of hard to tell, but it does look like this top part on the top of that swivel here, it does seem to be more like glossy color. In person, you can kind of tell. And it is noticeable, not too much, but yeah, right there you can kind of tell this is definitely got like a glossy finish to it, and this just it's just black plastic. They didn't paint on that at all, so kind of disappointing there. It would have been nice to see more of this like glossy black all over this jacket and the rest of the arms, but that's just one thing there that I noticed. And the head, I really, for me, really enjoy this head sculpt. I think it looks great. It's got some great paint applications. If you want to take a closer look here, it does have like a little, like an ear sculpt I hadn't noticed before. So that's a nice little touch. Little things I think always go a long way, especially for like these helmets. Because you can't get much things on there, but the small things really make it pop. I really dig the look that we got going on here, and I think it definitely does really well to portray Red Hood. It's kind of like a classic look for him, and it's got a very nice like glossy finish, like a metallic paint all over. That expression looks pretty dope. And next we will look at some articulation. Alright guys, now I wanted to take a look here at the articulation for Red Hood. So starting off with the head, you can look off to the sides. You can look down that much, and you can look up about there. His torso, looks like a ball hinge in there. You can crunch forward just a little bit. Not a crazy amount, but and you can lean back quite a bit. And then at his waist, you can get him to twist at his waist. It's just a little hard at first. And then looking at his arms, he's got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You get more than 90 degrees, so that's great. And now looking down at his hands, I noticed something when I was playing around with him, that he does have articulation in there in his wrist. He gets that little crunch there for some reason. It's kind of strange, but other than that, there is a wrist swivel. On the other side, in contrast to that one, it feels like it has the same kind of thing going on, but I don't know. It feels really strange. And one other thing to note here while we're looking at the hands is he has trigger fingers. He's got trigger fingers, but he comes with a crowbar. So it's kind of strange. I guess they probably reused these hands from a different figure, because what's the point of having trigger fingers and no hands? So, and no guns, I mean, that's it's kind of strange. All right, so now let's go take a look at his leg articulation. Starting off with his hips, let's see. So you can get his legs to go out full splits there, so that's great. You can have him kick out that far, so that is decent. You can kick back, you can go back that far, so not too bad. He does have like these, it's like rubber underpart here. All of this that you see, like all that on his like area there and on his butt, that's all like a soft rubber. And same thing with like the jacket. It's like a very, if you can tell there, it's very flexible material, so that's really nice, and it looks good, and I feel like it works really well as well. So moving on to the knees, get double jointed knees. That looks great. I forgot as well, he does have a bit of a thigh swivel, upper thigh swivel there. Not anything super crazy, but it does help with posing. Down at his ankle, he's got a bit of a ankle pivot there. It just takes a little bit of work to get in positions because of the ball hinge that they got going on there, but it does work, and you can get his foot to go up that far and that far down, which is barely nothing. Nothing real crazy there. And you do get toe articulation, which looks all right if you need to use it. All right, guys. Well, some kind of final thoughts on this Redhood figure. I really do enjoy it. I think it looks badass. I think the articulation is pretty good, for the most part. And well, he doesn't really come with many accessories, and well, he's Redhood, and he comes with trigger hands. You'd think that they would have included some guns in there, some pistols, but alas, they did not, which kind of disappointing. The one thing that I noticed right away. But I guess if you have any other Redhood figures and you really like this look, I'm sure you have some little pistols around that you could throw on him, and I'm sure he would look really great. Just kind of look at like, you know, he looks like he's meant to be holding some pistols. Like, he just has the look. He can pose for it fairly well. These I don't know, these hands, then like this little wrist articulation thing they got going on is really strange. Kind of threw me for a loop once I started messing around with the figure, because it just doesn't seem right. So overall, I don't know if I will be rating all of these figures, just because I'm just kind of getting used to doing these reviews. But I guess if I had to give this guy a score out of 10, I'd probably say he's a solid 6 out of 10. He looks great. He's a really fun figure, but I think the lack of accessories, the lack of, you know, articulation in the places you want the most articulation, which I think are like on his wrists, and then on his, like the very lack of swivel on his thighs. For his head as well, I think is very limited. I think it could have been a little better, but for the most part, I really enjoyed this figure. And I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll be coming out with some more toy reviews here soon. I have Batgirl, Nightwing, and the Swamp Thing coming up, so I'm excited to put those out for you guys to check out. So see you guys later. Bye.